today in the booth with us, we got Virgo Gabrielle.
Hey,
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How are you feeling?
Great. Thank you for coming through today.
Yeah, most definitely. Thanks for having me.
Blessings. So, where you from for the people who don't know?
Originally, I'm from the East Bay. Moved out this way for school around 3 years ago now.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's dope. So, what do you study in school?
I'm studying communications.
Mm, dope.
Yeah.
Does that help? Do you feel like that helps with your music and stuff?
Mm, in a way, yeah. And I'm also a business owner too, so it helps with that as well. But
Okay. So,
yeah,
what kind of business do you own?
I have a belly ring business.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah.
That's dope. Do you pierce too, or you just have the belly
No,
rings?
I don't pierce, but I make belly rings with different crystals and gemstones.
That's dope.
Yes.
So, how was life growing up in the East Bay?
It was cool. I there's a strong music scene out there too. Um, I came up in the rock music scene, so I definitely was always like hanging out at 924 Gilman and Red House.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was that like the kind of music your folks was listening to while you was growing up too?
No, not at all. No, my dad, he's originally from Oakland and he's both my parents are older, so of course I grew up with some like Roy Ayers,
Okay.
Marvin Gaye.
Some classics.
Yeah, the classics and then like Fleetwood Mac, Joni
Okay.
Mitchell. So really a lot of like the older music, the classics.
You got a good mix though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. What'd you think of the music your folks was listening to while you was a kid?
Oh, honestly, I love it, especially what my dad would play for me in the car. Like everybody loves the sunshine. I still remember times being in the car listening to that with him, so definitely stuck with me.
You feel like that had like a major impact on your musical career?
I would say so, honestly, just because um it was already that mix of like smoother, soulful with I guess you could say folk, which is not really an influence for me, but still like that mixture. Yeah.
So when did you start getting into making music? Like when did you start singing and stuff?
Well, actually, when I was 14, I co-founded an all-girls rock band.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's when I really started composing, and I was a singer in it. So we started doing shows really young and like getting that experience. So that's my roots as far as music.
That's crazy. So what was the band called?
Novocaine Road.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. What was the inspiration behind that?
So we took the names of two songs. I believe one was a Green Day song, and I can't remember the other. But then we blended them together. It just seemed like a great idea at the time, for sure.
So being in a rock band, like there's live instruments. I feel like. Do you know how to play any live instruments?
Yes, I actually play guitar. I picked up a lot of what I learned because I'm self-taught. Well, and taught by like my bandmates. So that's where I really started learning guitar.
That's
Yeah.
cool. So how long have you been doing that for?
Well, at first it was pretty on and off because I was mostly just singing in the band, but I started at like 15 and I'm 21 now, so
for a good little minute now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it locked in.
Yeah.
No more just Mary had a little lamb and stuff like that.
Exactly. I actually play on a lot of my songs, like my last project.
Dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fire. That's another skill. Like people definitely need to learn how to play live instruments. Because that's a whole nother lane right there.
Man,
if
for
you can
real.
unlock some real, I don't know. I just feel like live instruments are always better than like beats or something like that.
It's another way to definitely like express yourself in the song, for sure.
Yeah, that's dope. So being in Sac for 3 years, how do you feel about like the Sacramento music scene?
I love it. Oh my god. I just feel like honestly, like at least from how I see it, like there is a strong sense of community. I know there's like different beef and whatnot, but like I just admire like there's always events going on, like there's so many passionate individuals who really are trying to put on for the city. So I really admire that.
Really trying to give Sacramento the light.
Yes.
We need it. We need it. It's been a long time. I feel like a lot of people are going crazy out of Sac right now. The talent is unmatched, I feel like.
Most definitely.
Yeah. The light's coming soon though. I like it. It's gonna be a real move. I feel like especially when the money gets here, that's what it is. Like when the labels start actually seeing the talent come out of Sacramento, yeah, people are really gonna start blowing up. It's gonna be dope.
Absolutely. Just need more resources. But I feel like we're like working towards that.
Yeah, and we working with what we got.
Yeah.
We're really bleeding with what we got right now.
For real.
It's crazy.
Man.
How has your vision for your future changed over the years?
Oh man. That's a good one. Well, I mean, since I started off in a band and I was there for like 3-4 years, I always thought that I would be playing and touring with rock bands, you know? But then as I kind of grew more into myself, I guess like evolved and grew, I realized that it wasn't the direction I wanted to go necessarily. So it's crazy. Now I actually play with a band again, and I love them a lot. So in a way, that's still stayed constant, you know, like playing with other musicians within my art. It's just a bit of a different structure now.
That's dope. So who inspires you the most to make music?
Who?
You really gotta think about this one, huh?
You know, to be honest, it's not just one person. I would say the people who inspire me to make music the most are the people that have hurt me in my life. You know?
Okay. I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
For sure. Or not even just hurt, but
made inspired you
right.
In any way.
Something, you know, that strong feeling. Yes.
Yeah, I feel that. That's dope. Why do you feel like music is so important to the people in the culture?
Because it is the ultimate form of self-expression. Maybe I'm biased, you know, but it's like having that outlet can really make the difference between night and day. And whether you're creating it or even just listening to it, it's like there's a sense of solidarity.
Right.
So I feel like it really just strengthens us and like helps us keep it pushing, you know?
Food for the soul.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit's dope. I like it. I like that answer. You have a favorite rapper right now?
I only have one favorite rapper, and his name is A2. He's from the UK.
Okay. Okay. No judgment. No, that's dope.
You know, every time someone asks me this question, like, I go off on a tangent just because, like, he seriously inspires me. Something about just his eloquence and the way he creates his music it just hits different.
I like some UK, like I don't really listen to too much like regular rap in UK. I listen to a lot of like UK drill rap. I can get jiggy with that.
Yeah.
Like, they be turned up. Their voices are just hella funny to me. Like I just feel like they shouldn't be rapping like that. Like with their voice.
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't match. But it's dope though. I like it. I like the way they get down and shit. That shit's tight. It's pretty cool. I just tapped in with some UK people not too long ago, so
okay.
I think that's dope. That's crazy. Somebody from the UK. Okay, what about a singer?
Oh, sheesh. I have a lot of favorite singers, honestly. And honestly, that's hard because I feel like with these questions, there's an expectation of like, oh, like name a classic or name someone big, you know?
Just whoever you, you know what I'm saying? Whoever you feel like is your favorite.
Yes. All right.
I'm not expecting no big name. It could be somebody I don't even know about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's two that I really connect with their music right now. One, her name is Ryan. and I believe she's from Florida.
Okay.
And then the other, her name is Annalisa Zadian, and she's from New York.
You tapped in with like some real. Is it underground? You would say.
I would say, yeah, I would say
Okay.
underground for sure.
You tapped in with more of the underground scene for music.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Yes.
A lot of people are more mainstream and shit. That's dope. You don't really get to hear a lot of the underground shit unless you're really like searching or somebody put you on. So
right.
That's dope. To actually know people are actually like really just listening to it, like it pops up somewhere or that type of shit. I think that's tight for those people who are really just like trapping that underground heavy.
Hell yeah.
That shit's tight. Do you what about like a male singer? You got a favorite male singer right now?
Oh.
Anybody you listen to super heavy? Some slow Drake or somebody underground maybe? I've been hearing people saying there's a lot of new dope R&B singers coming out, and I'm like, I don't know, I haven't heard it, but I'm curious too, because I like old R&B, so
yeah,
I just feel like there's not too much music made like that nowadays.
Yeah, I would agree. Mm-hmm. That's why it's so hard to really pick. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Sorry.
No pressure. What's your creative process like?
Oh, okay. Well, I can go one of two ways. If I'm like composing with my instruments, I'll usually come up with a chord progression that I like, and then once I get that, I'll just keep playing it and freestyle over it, and I'll record it with a voice memo. So then it'll be like 10 minutes long, and I'll go back and I'll either save it for how it is, or I'll like make some changes. Right. Or if I am using a beat, then honestly, I do this kind of a similar thing. I just freestyle on it. Mostly freestyling. I don't really prefer to like sit down and write. I rather would just like get that flow of consciousness out, you know?
Bet. That's dope. So, how would you best describe the music you make?
Oh, well, as far as emotions that it evokes, I would say something raw and honest. Whether I'm making a hip hop track or an R&B neo soul track, that's kind of always the constant. It comes from truth, and that's just what it is. As far as sonics though, a lot of my music is, I would describe like neo soul with a touch of edge. You know, because I do have that rock background. Or lately there has been a lot more like rap and hip hop influence in that. Okay.
What's like a major influence on some rap hip hop vibes that you like is really getting you in that,
okay.
in that mode?
My girl Dreezy. Okay. Man, she just, oh my gosh, I admire her so much as an artist because, you know, on one hand, she's hard as fuck, you know, but on the other, like, she still like speaks on what's going on the inside and her thoughts, but she portrays it in a way that it just flows so well. So I would say she's a huge influence on my rap and hip hop.
That's dope. Would you like to do a collab with her?
Oh, for sure.
If you could pick any other artist to collab with, who would you pick?
It would be hella fun to collab with Chris Crack. He's so, you know, Chris Crack. He's just so like out there, and I fucking love that. So I feel like that would be dope. Or also there's a producer I really admire. His name is Immune. And I feel like just like sitting down and creating something from scratch with him would be amazing.
That's dope. Have you done any collabs lately?
Yeah, I've done a few. Here in Sacramento, I have one with Alpha Bliss. Okay. Isaiah the Dreamer as well. And Eric Marcel.
Are these songs that dropped already?
No, these are the ones that are still like we're waiting on them right now, but yeah.
That's dope. Have you done like any shows?
Oh yeah, for sure.
What's the most recent show you've done so far?
Oh, okay. It would be at the restroom in
Okay,
October.
that's dope.
Yeah, with my bands.
Hmm.
Um, we kind of are just taking a break from live performance right now because we're working on tracking the set and like getting everything kind of solidified and
Getting on lock.
yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. If you could open up a show for any major artist, who would you pick?
Jesse Reyes, man, for sure.
That's
For
fine.
sure.
Yeah, she hit. For
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
That's dope. If you could ask for anything in the green room, food wise, what would you ask for?
Oh shit.
You gonna make them blow a bag?
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I would say probably seafood. Like, ooh, like crab would be great, or maybe Indian food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, really something. Why not everything?
Exactly.
Yeah, they
Whole
gonna blow the
buffet.
bag.
Yeah.
How you feel like your ear for music has changed over the years?
Oh wow. You know, the funny thing is, I wouldn't say it necessarily has that much.
Hmm.
Um, I've always loved rock. I've always loved rap. I've always loved soul. But it's just like, as I grow, I just resonate with certain um, songs and lyrics more.
Hmm. I feel that. Is it like do you listen to like a certain song on repeat?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Like, you ever listen to a song when you're hella young and then you think it makes sense and then you go back like 5 years later
And
and
it's
that
just
shit
like
goes
what
crazy?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I feel that. For sure, for sure. Do you like movies and stuff?
Yeah,
Kinda.
sometimes.
Do you like have a movie with a like most memorable soundtrack on it?
Hmm.
Some hitters. I know
Ooh.
there's a couple I can think off the top.
Well, considering I don't watch hella movies off the top of my head, I would say Queen and Slim soundtrack was hella
Okay.
good, or Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah.
soundtrack was a hitter.
For
Yeah.
real.
That was definitely one of the top for sure.
Classics.
That's tight. You have a favorite rapper? I feel like I asked you that.
Well, yeah, and I feel like I didn't answer that fully because, like, I always jump to my top favorite,
Okay.
which is A2. But it's like, I mean, I mentioned Chris Crack earlier. Chris Crack go crazy for
Yeah.
real. And then locally, Floyd the Hooper for sure.
Shout out Floyd.
Yeah, shout out Floyd.
Yeah, that's dope. Do you have a solid top 3 in the city right now?
You want me to name
Yeah,
drop?
yeah. Let me hear some.
Oh shit. Oh my god. All right. I cannot pick 3. There's no way because I like there's so many dope musicians in this city. I refuse. I will not do it.
Okay.
Nope.
You got me. I was top 3, not a question. Say less. What's the best advice you've been given? Must be some good advice.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just tell you what came to my head when you asked that. So there's probably a lot of things, but what came to my head was um if you're trying to move on with your life without people that were once in your life, the best way to do it is to think of them like a dream. They were there in that moment, but in reality, they only live on in your head now, and you just have to accept that.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever told you that was dropping knowledge.
Man, for real.
What's the best advice you give to the people?
Man, all right.
Yeah, now it's time for you to drop the knowledge.
Okay. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to your own creativity. Don't try to be someone else. Take the inspiration for what it is, but you stay true to your vision. And remember this: it's better to be wealthy in the Camry than broke in the Benz.
Mm-hmm. Gems, you know me? Straight up. Because it'd be a lot of motherfuckers sliding around that Benz with nothing,
Man,
you hear me?
25% APR.
Rode in the Camry living life, living the best life. Paid up and all of that, you hear me? For real. That was a gem for sure.
Sheesh.
No, it's solid. What would you be doing right now if it wasn't for your music career?
Oh, well, I would probably just be creating my jewelry if it weren't for music. I cannot see myself doing something that isn't not artistic. And well, actually, I used to work for the census, and that was fun because I got to travel and like meet hella people. So something like that, probably.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So what's next for you? You got like any new music and new videos on the way?
Yes, I do. So I have 5 tracks that I have planned to release, and I'm actually doing a music video with Josh Joran.
Shout out to Slaw.
Yes, for one of those songs. So you guys will see that soon for sure.
That's dope. Shout out to Slaw. Yeah.
Yeah.
He in here. He put me on to that. Goddamn, I'm fine. That shit hit, right?
Hey.
That shit hit. You gotta put that on one day. I'm like, what's this, my nigga? Yeah, that shit was bigger. I'm like, oh yeah, I feel that one. You hear me? Mm-hmm.
You already know.
How you feel like the internet has impacted the music industry?
Oh, that shit's crazy. Cause it's like, I don't know, 2014, 2015. You really couldn't really go on Instagram like that and just DM anyone and be like, hey, want to work? But now it's like, I feel like the lines are being blurred between, I guess, established artists and like those who are still like building. So I feel like there's more opportunity for collaboration and just observation and putting your own art out to a wider audience.
Right. If you could change like anything about it, what would you change?
In the context of music?
Like the whole music industry in itself.
Ooh, I might get in trouble for this one. I feel like there is a theme where artists that aren't as established, sometimes their ideas get borrowed, or I guess you could say built upon, if I'm not being too crass here. But it's like, I would like to see it a bit more equitable. You know, if someone's dope as fuck and they have great ideas, right? Like, why are we not investing into them? Why are we using that to build up somebody else? You know, what's with that?
Yeah, I feel that. I like how you was trying to. I'm gonna be a little more, upfront with that shit. Yeah. They're definitely stealing ideas. Yeah. Yeah, and running with it. It's crazy to see. Yeah, that's definitely something good that could be fixed for sure. That's a gem right there, because they are stealing ideas and running with them motherfuckers like no tomorrow, boy.
You said it, man.
That's crazy. I appreciate you for coming through.
Thank you for having me. For real, for real.
Blessings. You hear me? This was great.
Oh shit.
This is good.
Yeah, that was great. Great convo.
Stop this.